Yet another major UK guitar company is going out of business. First it was GAK, then it was PMT, then we heard Hiscox cases were shutting their doors, and now it's John Hornby Skewes, better known as JHS, one of the UK's longest running guitar and music gear distributors. They've just announced that they're winding down their company after about 60 years in the industry. This is big news. If you've ever played a vintage, the brand guitar, Fret King, Encore, or maybe one of the newer vintage pro shops, or browsed UK guitar dealer stock, JHS has touched your gear life without you even knowing it. So what happened, and more importantly, what does this mean for the UK guitar scene? So here's the official story. JHS has released a statement saying that they're closing down business, not due to bankruptcy or insolvency, but because of a long-standing instruction from the company's founder, JHS. Basically, after his death, the company was always meant to be sold. The team tried to find a buyer who could take the company forward, and they couldn't. So now they're starting down a gradual winding down process which could take up to a year. This includes selling off their brands, intellectual property, stock, and eventually their headquarters in Yorkshire in the UK. They've been around since the 1960s, and just like that, yet another legacy in UK guitar gear is coming to an end. This isn't just another business closing quietly. JHS is one of the last of the old gods. They've been distributing everything from accessories and amps to full instrument lines. Some of their house brands like Vintage and Fret King are loved worldwide, especially by budget-conscious players looking for serious value. And they've supported UK artists, techs, dealers, and YouTubers for years. With them closing, we're not just losing a distributor, we're losing a huge part of UK music retail infrastructure. Combine this with the fall of PMT and the struggles of GAK, and you start to see a trend. This is part of a much bigger conversation about where the UK guitar industry is heading, and it's not looking good. So what happens next? Over the next few months, JHS will continue trading just on a much smaller scale. Expect to see massive clearance deals as they sell off stock and wind things down. They're also planning to sell the rights to all their brands, so this could mean that someone else, maybe him, picks up Vintage guitars, Fret King, or even Encore and keeps them going, or these names might just fade away. And with Hiscox shutting down earlier this year and fewer dealers left standing, kind of feels like the UK is quietly losing its music retail backbone. So what do you think this means for the future of the UK guitar industry? Are we witnessing the end of an era, or just a painful transition into something new? Let me know in the comments, because I'd love to hear your take. And if you've ever owned a vintage guitar, played a Fret King, or works with JHS in any kind of way, please drop your stories down below. I have a feeling that this is far from the last shake-up that we're going to see.